Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me here, the Master of Puppets. Today looking at another IPA. This time being from a newer Danish craft brewery that I haven't reviewed any beer from or haven't had any from, but I've heard good things about their stuff, or his stuff. It's another contract brewery. This is from Flying Couch, and this is their Green Velvet IPA on 7%. It's brewed at Herslev Bryghus here in Denmark, and the brewer is called Peter Sonne. He also works at Bryghus. I haven't reviewed any Herslev Bryghus beers, but I've reviewed a couple of Bryghus, but that's been before his time as a brewmaster. He's brewmaster there, and then he brews at Herslev, and this is his contract thing, so he can like experiment and all that stuff, you know, which is cool. And I've heard many good things about it, so I thought it was about time I tried one of his beers because I just saw this recently, and it's hopefully gonna be fresh. I love getting. It smells kind of fresh, so let's get it poured. I love getting these IPAs fresh, and you kind of have to buy the Danish ones over here to get them nice and juicy. Pretty nice color. I'm guessing there's only like pale ale malt or something like in here because it's like very, very clear. Or it does have yeast on the bottom here, but it looks something like that because maybe there's just a pinch of some of their malt, but it looks like all pale ale malt or something like that. But really nice golden kind of pilsnery color. Look at all that carbonation because of the laser edgings in this glass. Looks crazy. Nice 3-finger frothy white head on it. Let's check out the aroma. Very grassy. I'm getting lots of grassy hops, you know. A little bit of a citrusy note, almost like a peach. It does have a little bit of a sweeter maltiness and maybe some slight breadiness. It's not all the way like super tropical fruity and all that crazy stuff. It's more or less just like that. Maybe it smells fairly fresh in the aroma here, but I could be wrong, because I do get some malt sweetness. Maybe that's on purpose, but yeah, a little bit of that grapefruit note and all. I'm going to have this with some chili later, so I'm making up some chili, so this should be good. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, guys. Ooh, quite bitter, actually, compared to what I had expected. It's pretty nice. Not entirely sure on the freshness of it. It doesn't feel super fresh, but it doesn't feel super old either. A nice medium mouthfeel, quite dry, lightly crisp, but I think that might also be because of the glass. Again, super grassy. One of the most grassy IPAs I've had. Lots of grassy notes, a little bit of those citrusy, fruity flavors. Definitely in like the more of the American style. A little bit of grapefruit. Not as much as the peachy flavor. I do get some malt sweetness again, some sweeter maltiness. It's not as juicy as I prefer in IPAs, but it is pretty tasty. I really like it, but I would have wanted more like the grapefruity citrus fruits and maybe some more like tropical fruit notes. It does have a little bit of that peachy kind of flavor in there, but it's not too much. Rating wise for the Green Velvet from Flying Couch, I want to go straight up 80. Really good IPA. It's not as good as like, say, Danish IPAs like Hop Fix or like that's Executioner. Those are both beer beers. That's like the only ones I can like remember on the top of my head. But it's some really nice stuff still. So definitely, if you get the chance, check out the Flying Couch Green Velvet IPA. Especially if you're not into the super juicy kind, you might like this because it has a little bit of malt balance. And then also if you prefer like the grassy stuff, I think most people would go for the all juicy, but also, as I said, fairly bitter compared to what I thought. Let's see if it says bitterness or IBU on here. It doesn't look like it. But yeah, good stuff. So yeah, guys, definitely let me know what you think of the Flying Couch Green Velvet IPA if you've had it. As always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter. And I'm going to say cheers, and I'm going to see you guys in another beer review.